Greenwood, a typographer, makes a phone call to discuss his bill issue, but his stutter keeps him from getting his words out and he is hung up on. Greenwood chatting with his online girlfriend Ellie on Facebook. Ellie had a surprise for him but would only reveal it to him on the next day. Greenwood has the habit of making snap judgments on the people on the street by observing them and clearly speaking the thoughts inside his head. On his way to visit his father, Greenwood practices in his head a quote that he wants to speak to his father, and he succeeds in uttering the quote, albeit slowly, but his father was pleased. Ellie messaged Greenwood and requested to meet him in person as she was in London. Greenwood hesitated and didn't reply immediately. The next morning, Greenwood is at his father's house and his father was on the phone arguing with the company about their communication with his son about his bill. Greenwood received a follow-up message from Ellie regarding their meetup plan. Greenwood tried to develop an excuse to avoid the meeting but decided not to send the message. On the street, a passerby came to Greenwood asking for directions, but Greenwood replied in sign language to avoid speaking, despite the fact that he could speak and answer people clearly in his mind. Back at home, Greenwood replied to Ellie telling her that he would love to meet her. At the bus stop, Greenwood witnessed a fighting couple. He tried to intervene to stop the man assaulting the woman but was beaten up. Greenwood was nervously waiting for Ellie to reply. He makes a snap judgment on himself and describes himself as a poor communicator and is full of self-pity. In the night, he received Ellie's favorable reply. The next morning, Greenwood was excited to get ready to meet with Ellie. On the way, he keeps practicing what he wanted to say to Ellie in his head. Greenwood arrived, and witnessed Ellie communicate with a stranger with sign language and realized Ellie was deaf. Greenwood and Ellie making eye contact and smiling to each other on the street.